This video is for entertainment purposes only, 14 feet below the ground. This is probably one of the most important videos you're ever going to see on TikTok. There's actual tombs of presidents, I believe, and there's Robert G. Shaw and his 54th Command of ex-slave soldiers that were pirates that came inland to steal treasures. They had pirates, treasure, recovery teams in Roxbury. These are the maps. And it links to these tombs here that I got camera scope. This is Lincoln Roosevelt School, underground shooting range, underground bomb shelter, both converted because they were from the secret armies. This is 12 South Hillside Avenue. It's south of 10. And then here's 201 Route 10 East. It's a face of a president. You even did a face lot because I found other lots. These Masons, the Freemasons, they were the ones that divided everything in, the land. They were in charge of everything. So this is the property here. This is an older video when I had lived at the end of Sherman Road. I lived at the end of Sherman Road, which is in memory of William Sherman that brought the Civil War treasures up the East Coast. I mean, they did so many clues. Even in the neighborhood, the M neighborhood of Sherman, which is right next to this, there's inscription. Now, here's the headstone a block away. It's got Robert G. Shaw's name on it, and it's linked up to Robert Smalls, and that's the headstone. The front of the headstone is the date for the first ex-slave to become a soldier and graduate West Point University, Henry Flipper. And this was Henry Tupper's mansion. Oh, because Henry Tupper's information that built Shaw University in 1865 is there. Now, at the bottom here, you see these videos pop up. And when I went into the Roxbury Township Municipal Building on January 20th, 2023, and showed these videos to the tax assessor and the people in the town, they freaked out. The tax assessor was screaming at me. She wanted me to leave. She threatened to call the cops because she wouldn't give me information. She wouldn't give me public information on those properties because it was hidden at the time, but now it's all public records. So everything I'm saying is public, okay? There's nothing here I'm making up. There's no BS. But it's for entertainment purposes only because of the way TikTok works. So this is the property. These trees need to be saved. There's oak trees that are planted there in 3 different centuries from Washington. And in this hilltop, it's got marker trees on top of it because there's 3 pyramids on the back of the dollar bill in the big letter E. And this is one of the pyramids. There's another pyramid with marker trees and another pyramid with marker trees, marking the 3 hilltops for the 3 pyramids in the big letter E in physical form. It's truly amazing what's in Roxbury. And in the underground, it's just, it's amazing. But the problem is I'm up against corruption, I believe, because Senator Anthony Bucco won't answer any questions. He was a lawyer for Roxbury to let this family, the Pafito family, bulldoze, and they sent me some really bad text messages, and then they sent the cops after me 8 times, and they even took me away. When I called, because I have, just to let you know, there's Lenape cave burials below the hilltop too. So these are all the artifacts found at that property around the edges, and they're already in the museum in Canada, where they're recognized there, but not in New Jersey, because in the Smithsonian, they want to wipe this under the mat. And here's the petition that's 14 feet below the ground. And why doesn't the police department care about bones in the tunnel system? Maybe because Senator Anthony Bucco's family member, somebody is the prosecutor of Roxbury. You see where I'm going with this? It's all about robbing treasures and the tombs, but I believe these are the most important tombs of the founding of America. And it's right here in Roxbury, founded on December 24, 1740 in District 25. And that's just over the hilltop from George Washington's headquarters. George Washington had 2 secret hospitals in the valley. This is a lion's head. You see that? And there's a big burnt log next to it. This isn't a tunnel system where the bathroom is, because I believe the people that lived there underground with these secret armies, they had babies too, and they washed their babies on the lion's head. And then this is gold next to a body under fabric, okay? There's a body there, but the Roxbury Police Department doesn't care that I've got camera scope video down in there where there's bodies in tunnel, because they're not doing their job, right? They're not following the law, because I believe the people at the top are dictating these officers, because I sent a lot of emails to Roxbury Police Department. I don't think one of them got to any officer, right? They don't get to the officers. This is bodies in a tunnel system, and they're going to be bulldozed, scheduled to be bulldozed. The township planning board meetings have been just to figure out what color shingles and what they're going to put. Are they going to have a railing and what lights they're putting over the top of this? They're going to bulldoze it all, and they don't want to recognize it. It's really bad. So is there any police department, anybody, sheriff's department around the world that actually can help me? I have a hole in the ground going down 4 feet through the concrete into the room where you can get a camera scope video in there, because there's the bodies and there's platinum on the floor and stuff, and this all floods. The tunnel system floods because where they tore down the carriage house where the connection was to the tunnel and the apartment, they screwed up the drainage and now it doesn't drain and it floods. So all the bodies are flooded in there. And these are real treasures, and that's why it's so clean. And there's platinum on the floor. So is there anybody in the world who cares about pirates, ex-slave Union soldiers of our, that, they're West Point graduates and stuff like that. They are all trained by West Point graduate because everybody was a West Point graduate. So this is my website, StoneAgeAtlantis.com, StoneAgeAtlantis.com. Very easy one to remember. And I have some information on some mounds on Long Island that were pulled up. Oh, geez. It's not good. So is there anyone from around the world in the Sheriff's Department that can actually help out, protect what's here? Because the Sheriff's Department of Morris County doesn't care. They say go to Roxbury. And then the Morris County Prosecutor's Office threatened me, said never call the coroner's office if I find bones again. What is going on here? Can someone help me, please?